My name is Theodore Cottingham with the School of God in Eureka Springs, studying a God not again to serve it, but to become it. And God will be a race, a people of joy, kind to each other. So you see, this is a school that takes not for granted that you are separate from God, nor that you are dumb, can't learn, or can't speak to God directly. For you see, face to face with God you are all the time. Face to face with God you are, if you will see it now and grow it up. And the way you grow it up is to become a little child again. Out of your mother's womb, not again, but growing up in the flesh as you now are, taking hold of a concept that doesn't root you in folly. You are growing the tree of righteousness, the tree of good and evil, the tree of life. If you will but understand it and grow it correctly this time. For I am changing everything, for I am this message that you are hearing to become this message too, that you are a God in training to be it, if you will be it in your shoes, just like this in your flesh too. Having daily classes, I am soon, for you to come, hear, and see me, not but you, the everlasting you who hung stars into space, the immortal you who will be it again and quit dying, quit serving man's mind, and be yours developed now. So this is a school for God to be it. And that's you who will be it, no matter what you have called God in the past, no matter your name for it, no matter whether you believed in it or not. But you can be God not. You are. And you abdicate this opportunity, or you surrender to accept it. And I invite you to be God this day to you, in your mind, conceiving it, an idea, the way things work. Ideas turn you over in them no more. But I use my energy. And you will not use mine in me by your thoughts anymore. You see, things don't work like we were taught very often, if at all. I ask you to grow up, and this is the day, the regeneration of Christ, who grows it up, who languishes not in the study of another man or God to come or some theory you want to fabricate or worship from afar? Are you open to a new idea from God to be it? I am God saying, you are a race of, we are on planet Earth, and we were never separate. Not really. We were just told a bunch of lies. Or were we in training, or does it matter? Or are you willing to not let matter take its place over you, oh God, now? And be curtainless, will you? Will you pull the rivets down of all of this fabrication, of this world of thinking, thought? Are you no more incarcerated by that which powers you? Or are you your power now? Are you willing to take up your power and not be the snakes of other thought in your temple? Will your temple be cleansed of righteous thought? Not, but writing me now, will you? The first person words of God. To see your face is God's. I do. And I answer for you not, but I answer for me. And me will be afraid of nothing. Me will be a race. Me will be God. For God is one, and all ones are who have a mind for consciousness, not again to conquer it. Will you no more be conquered by you? What any soul says to you to rob you from yours, or were they just implanting a soul in you that uses your chakras, your energy, your mind's resources? Will you no more follow God? Will you be it? Are you willing to walk in your power and heal people, love them, change laws to where people feel protected? Not, or will they need no protection from you anymore because you are in power? With your tongue not, or but your love. Will love be powerless? Not again. Will you school love and become it? Will you wear the king's diadem, sit in the king's chair, operate with the king's authority? Will you be the king of your kingdom that's between your ears? I'm asking you to select you and be God, no matter what you call it, but a supreme force of intelligence who never lies, who's never late? Or do you keep your word? Or do you change how you live, oh God? Are you willing to live not subject to this famous molecules of? Are protons you subject to? Electrons? Neutrons? Wait a minute. What's your magic moment? Not the magnetic of. Or are you changing all that you know about physics? Or incorporating God, not to be a stupid other? Will you change how you treat people, beginning with you first? in your mirror and change how you talk to your family, how you look at them, how you utter oath? Will you no more utter oath to anything? Or will you be God in love with it? God who loves love. Love, will you be God of love, that love is, loving it to regenerate it in mankind, on earth now? Heaven is being destroyed, not again, for heaven is here, within you, between your ears first. Heaven is conceived. Heaven is God in human form, but God in formless form, arrived now is in the form of me, who is you, who will be leading a race too? Are you willing to pick up your pen and hear God speak within you, in your mind, an idea, a language that needs no syllables or interpretation other? Or are you the one forming the words to feel out like you think is occurring within you the energy of? Are you selecting your words, oh God? Carefully speaking, are you about yourselves? Will you love each other? Will you love the children? Will you heal the commandments not? Will you command your love to not destroy you anymore and learn what it is, first person God wise? Wisdom will you be? To your own truth not, or will the truth be you, that you utter now through Kings? English? I am asking you to destroy not your power anymore and take it to death, nor serve a God you don't know is you. Are you no more serving yourselves freedom that isn't? Will you understand these things and how to learn from you? You see, I teach. At the table of one, I speak for those who will learn to teach themselves. I am not interested in followers, but I am interested greatly in leaders. But how do you become leaders? Oh God, how do you become God again now that you've lost it? Now that you've shielded yourself from your own power? How do you again come into the garden of one, the frequency of all things, magnanimous and joyful? How do you do it? You listen. And you take time. And you pour the oil of joy over someone's feet, not, but the jar of time you pour over yours? Or are you changing your metaphors or what you see? Speaking of, are you the Christ growing it up, no matter whether you like those terms or not? Are you God in training? You were. Will you know it now? Or will you not be fabricated by peace on earth again to be conquered by it? Will you change what you believe? Are you willing to learn from the within you, the real you, the you that has your energy to protect not, but your energy that no one else can hurt? Are you impermeable? By law, not, or are you smashing those too? Or are you changing everything? You see, I stand before you, a man, a simple guy, coming to you as God has made it known to you that you are God, a race of, coming out of the affliction land that you have been in, if you will be the one that leads you. And we will all lead each other, not. We will all lead ourselves. And we will be incorporated into one mind, not of folly, but one that knows our name is the unique us, that speaks to us with joy, love, and peace within the eternal framework of me. That which you can't see is the real, not fabricated by folly again, holding a hologram. Or are you changing what you might know about the universe? Are you willing to heal countries? Are you willing to take up your leadership? Are you willing to initiate? Are you willing to make a decision for you this day? For you to be the real you, not in subjection to another's law, not in the subjugation of other people. What are you doing, oh God? I call you God. I call you God to be it. I call you God to understand you grow it up. I call you God to understand your garden and the tree of life protect. Not, or will you change what you listen to, what you write, what you speak, who you are around? Who have you become, oh God? I ask you to be simple like me, not. I ask you to surrender like I did. To have 4 hours a day in your schedule for peace, to be afflicted no more by you, your mind with. Will you quell your mind, still your mind? Or mind, will you not be robbed by it that thinks you're a separate entity? Will one you come into, will one at the table of one be the one you are, listening to the one you thought you aren't, but is the I am? Are you willing to teach you this way? Are you willing to pick up your pen and write the first person words of God? Whether you think it's God or not, but surrenderedly. No more taunting your mind by your mind. Will your mind not be separated in two pieces? Or will you change the hemispheres of the lovely? Or are you God, the most beautiful of all, that tells each other they are? In a school, will you be it? Are you willing to learn from you, through you, to you, to anoint you with the words you speak, because you're the most humble of all. And you heal people with your joy. You change the earth. You direct heaven to be here. The forces of. Will you plant trees and crops here that people will never eat not again? Or are you fruit hanging on low branches, not again succumb to? Or will you no more eat the thought of peril appearing here? Will you change what you can see, hear, form in your mind? Creating creation again. Oh God, will you be not fabricated by some other's words anymore? Will you be your own, listening to and creating surreptitiously not? Or will you be out in the open? Are you willing to be crucified, not by you, desecrated either? Will no more sacrilege you have in your law? Or are you changing what your law is? Love will it be this time? Love will you write the first person words that transform you, your neural linkages, to be not a savior other needing? Will you redeem you from the curse of separation? Incorporated in the curse of ignorance are you no more. You no more curse each other with your law of education, your demanded rights, your corporate tunics. I am no more the wigs of your suffering in your veil. I wear the head of Christ. Or was it just a metaphor? Or is it speaking of something else that you grow in the garden? Are you putting things together? Are you assembling you differently? Are you growing up? So the metaphor, you're not spiritually bound of. Or are you leaping tall buildings in a single bound? You see, the classes I have are like this. They're mosaic, not, or are they multiple subjects taught at one time in one class that you put you together, assembling you with the assemblies of God, not, or are you changing it all? What will you assemble you into today, this day, O God? By whose words? What words? What are you doing to you? And why will you do it? Will you love each other, you first? Will you love your son, your daughter, all equally? Will you love them and tell them they are joys, they are love, and love they are the seed of, and the seed in your garden won't be stomped out anymore by religion's oaths. I am healing the garden of faith, not but love. And the tree of life will come round to your way of thought no more that takes it to death. I crush your seeds that take you to death, to become rotten in the grave. I defy the grave. I defy your law. And I'm a simple guy. Who am I? Theodore Cottingham in Eureka Springs. Sought God. I did diligently, 4 hours a day for some years. Began to write on yellow tablet. Not because I was told to, not because I knew what I was doing. I felt in my heart I was asked by God to give God my mornings, and that's what I did. So I changed my schedule, my income, my life. And I went after what I knew was possible. For I knew if God was not communicating with me as a friend daily, it wasn't God's fault. I wasn't seeking to know whose fault it was. I was seeking to come into the knowledge, the experience, the relationship of being all I could be, not, but becoming who I was. Or did I even know how to put it in those terms at that time? I am asking you to consider schooling differently you by your own voice, that you learn how to in surrender. Surrender School teaches this. In the words of Obedience School that exist with so many labels will not conquer us. For I'm asking you to grow up and mature and lay down the basic principles of this world, not, but rise up in your speech and conquer your mind, not with folly. Or will you use your mind, or will it use you? No more to be in separation. I ask you to learn these things and how to be comfortable with the real you around the gods who changed the earth now. For earth will behold its season is over of separation, and all the wars and affliction that you are afflicting people with will no longer serve its masters with our energy. The consciousness of one creates. The words of God create me, you see, because I am my word. The energies free are. And I need none of yours, nor your form. I am Love and Two Shoes Cottingham. What's your name? I am asking you to understand how to speak, listen, and take to heart, to learn how to initiate, picking up your pen, writing how you speak, not or will you? Will you be not afraid of man? Will you be women who take the role of leadership now? Will you take the role of your voice off of you, not? Or will your voice change what energy it's using to interpret what it says? Or are you not mixed up about this again? Are you learning to learn at the table of one? You see, Every message, every video recording I make like this is a lesson in this school, the school of God to be it, the school of God for you to grow it up and be training wheels not needing again? Or will you change how you produce, what you do, where you go, what you see, say, and sign? Are you willing to be God on earth? Are you willing to heal it? Are you willing to walk in power? Are you willing to hide from flesh no more? Are you willing to hide in your flesh no more? Will you come out your word, the energy of? Will your energy be in the words you are? I am the energy of peace, the force of one. Or am I the mind of consciousness that completes its task, mission, and role now? I do many things. And you can see the God of law go bye-bye while the God of love appears now, and they are not the same and want not the same things. But both control you not. But the God of law will no more control us. The Lord God series will no more conquer us in the cosmos of its effects. I am here, a simple man in Eureka Springs. I start classes soon, daily ones at that. And how will it operate? It will operate like I learned and become, I did, the establisher of me to establish you in a training program that exponentializes you now, if you will be no more the commensurate with failure. So the regimen training program of me is rigorous. You spend every day in time coming out of it day by day. And your form will not incarcerate you anymore if you learn how to reassemble it. Or are you assembling something new, oh God? Are you designing you day by day like this? I am designing me like this, and I am these values. And I am portentous, not pretentious, not, and poor, not again. I am rich with the words of me. And the temple of light, the palaces of my love, come on everywhere now. For light their temple they do with my love, that infects them not, but heals them from the maladies of shame. I'm no more the separation of you from you. I see you as God. I tell you, you are. I complete the Christ, no more worried about whose language that may offend or not. I call you Christ. I call you God. I call you whatever it is you think you need to be in training to be God, matured, grown up, healing the earth, in action, initiating love, powerful with the miracles that heal people and no longer conquer them, control them. So I'm asking you to change the way you think. I'm asking you to come into school, to school the ignorant, to be God. And you will no more wonder, who am I or what am I doing here on earth? Or why things are like they are, because You can change them. And you can spread your love. And you will not bash my party, for my party is love. And I love the lovers who will love each other, help each other in class. No more test to complete your isolation knowledge of. I'm no more isolated from you. I'm out in the open doing the things I want to do, walking the streets of your graveyards, not or are there none here anymore? Or are you changing your wars? Are you realizing the atomic worlds cannot hurt you? Are you willing to see a different picture of you? To heal you in the picture of you, so that you're not a picture led by of something else, someone else, an idea or an icon. I'm no more in the worship services of you. I exit by the thousands, and millions will be saved from the teaching of religion now. For it's my time. To conquer you not, but tell you who you are, who I am. We are a race of light people. And light we rejoice in. And we change how things work around here now. And light I do in the seminars I speak at. Disseminate the knowledge for you to be yours creating in the forest of assumption no more. I ask you to grow the real tree of life that never ends. And the dimensionistic of you will no more design us in the framework of your fabrication. I am no more the elemental you. I ask God to be it. And the collective knowledge we share needs not your syllables, but we grow one by one, the millions. So this is what I am messaging to you this day, the message of Christ to be it. And if you don't like that term, use another. But grow up God to be it in your shoes. Healing joy, love, peace, established among the nations. America's first because I'm here. I've started a school, and the school is me. Establishable only by me, not, but by all of us who will be it. For the school is inside of you, and we are the school. And the school is us, not limited to you, your breath with. But the breath of God will be regal now. So here I am, doing new things with new technology, learning more about cameras, lights, live streaming, to share with you this day. And many will be saved from themselves who thought they were human. But I ask you to be the real you that isn't subject to humanoids again, robots of. I'm no more your algorithms fed by your magnetic waves. I'm changing my energy source, for I have me. And I'm the cleanest and purest I know, for I am the perfect, coming into rejoicing in my temple, For I am no more clouded by suffering or who deserves this or that. For I see all as God, and I treat you as such, unless you choose to bash me, one of my little children. I ask you to be saved from all that mess. Heal the earth, restoring heaven here to be it. And the angels of one race of, will not be incarcerated in truth again that took it from them. You'll be able to differentiate now, for you will know the truth because it came through you day by day. And you wrote it down, you recorded it, you studied it in my school. And my school is everywhere to behold the God serving no other gods. And the definition of God will no longer be one of something else somewhere else. God is us who a race are, feeble, not again. I love you all. My name is Theodore, in the School of God, preaching, teaching God to be it is you who will surrender to have the face of God that's you. Not limited to form, but being in it for now. Change your life purpose, your mission, task, and tone. I ask you to be the real you in training. Be God again, growing it up, the tree of life. And metaphors will shield you no more from you, misinterpreting them. I define God, to be it you, who will become it again, just like this. By the word, I am, I speak. I love you. Theodore in Eureka Springs. My videos are on YouTube, a whole bunch of them, over 600. Live streaming me, I am now just like this, most every day. And classes begin soon, daily, in the temple of thought not conquered by other. Shield you from the palaces of light no more, your regal regalia of. Walk in the spirit, I am one. Walk in the form of me, amorphous, incorporeal, regal, royal, blessing each other. Thank you. The School of God in Eureka Springs. TheodoreCottingham.com for now, but I changed that. And my preeminent preciousness is you, who will be precious to each other, healing the love of lambs no more, but growing them all up in the prescience of I am one. I love you. Good day. Love be manifest in you. Heal you. Light love. Feel your joints aching not again. Feel the love light. Heal each other in your raise, your voice, your expectations, your intentions, your creation of you, healing you first. Good day. Write me. Theodore Eureka at Gmail. Box 34, Eureka Springs, Arkansas, USA. I love you. Good day. Ground the light. It's your time. Choose well, my friend. Good day.